Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 155.
155 de Mario. It's me. It's a Mario. Welcome, boys, to the off season.
How you guys doing?
Hey. Free Lucas.
Appreciate
how you guys
that.
Doing? Yeah, you came after us first. We usually say, how we all doing? How y'all doing?
I don't think Ro heard it. Do it again.
How you guys doing?
All right.
Oh,
Who's
Heatherman.
that?
That's Heatherman. That's the DC, baby.
That's Heatherman.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
of
my
course, we'll
goodness.
still always have Deshaun.
How you guys doing?
He's doing
Hey.
good.
Deshaun,
How you
it's
guys doing?
us.
How you guys
Oh, my
doing?
goodness. How you guys doing? Hi, Mr. Heatherman. Yeah, God of War. Nice to cheer. Happy Whiskey Wednesday, boys. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. This is a banger. This
Mr.
is a
DC Heatherman.
So this is your NYY steak.
Yes, correct. I went to NYY on your recommendations. It was a phenomenal steak. Definitely top 3 in my lifetime. Very, very good. And not paying attention, I looked at the the drink menu and I saw an old fashioned. I'm like, why not? Let me get an old fashioned. It said, an old barrel old fashioned or a barreled old fashioned. And I got it. And I'm like, why do I taste chocolate? So he explained to me how they make it, and it's a little like cocoa rimmed glass, and there's cocoa bitters instead of your regular bitters, and there's a few nuances to it. I got my cherry. There's no stem, so calm down, Scoop. And
I just the whole chocolate thing, like you're trying to
no,
drink.
I know,
drink and it tastes like
no,
fucking chocolate.
it tastes like whiskey, bro. But it's just your lips touch the glass, and you get like a little cocoa to it, and it's just
Disgusting.
something. It does. You're disgusting, bro.
That's disgusting. It's like sipping on Nutella.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nutella.
I what?
No
And you have a
Nutella
problem
hate.
against Nutella too? That's
No
the nectar
Nutella
of the
hate.
Oh, I
gods.
hate
Nutella.
Nutella.
Of course you do.
I will tell you that sipping on Nutella, early front runner for name of the show.
I mean, I just don't understand. It's like you're having a drink and you want it to taste like a dessert.
Oh, bro,
No,
like,
it's
how
just
can
got
you
a
hate on
hint of dessert.
Nutella?
Like amaretto is a straight dessert drink. It is like amaretto is a 10. This is like a 2. It's just got a hint. It's still whiskey, bro. It's whiskey. It's Whiskey Wednesday. Yeah.
What is NYY?
New York
Oh,
Yankees.
so talk to me, Ro. Now,
No, the
so
restaurant.
you know
He's
there-
telling you to
Yeah,
go
I've
to.
been there. It's really
yeah,
good.
so it's all Yankee garb, but the Yankees own it. They're part
Mm.
owners or partners in it,
Where is it?
whatever. It's at the Coconut Creek Casino.
Oh, that place.
Yeah,
I heard it's very good.
it's very good.
It's very
But
good.
for a Yankee fan, it's like friggin' pretty
There's-
cool.
There's one issue with the place. It's in the casino,
Right.
Yes.
and you smell the casino.
Which is
Yeah.
exactly why I've never been there.
It's not a smoke-free casino.
No, it's not.
It's not.
But listen, half the people in there are on their own oxygen tank, so they really don't
It's
smell it.
true. It's true. So they don't even notice that it's
They don't
smoky.
even realize it.
Except for
Amen.
when they take their mask off to puff on a cigarette.
Right, correct.
Puff puff. So, boys, I'm rocking the club sweater. Tao went up for a volleyball tournament. We ended up facing off in the finals. Who beat us earlier? A top 5 team in the country.
Mhm.
And let's just say it's amazing sometimes too when you just watch a dominant performance. And we've seen it in athletes in all realms and in all spheres. But when you actually get to see like your daughter take over a game, it is crazy. I'm talking about she had 16 kills. The next closest on the team was 4. They could not stop her. It was fun. And it is something, and you guys know Tally, she's a sweetheart. She's calm. She like even the club owners, like she smiles. Does she ever like she gets hyped sometimes? She's like, I wanted to win. I was being obnoxious. I'm like, you weren't being obnoxious. You were being Kobe. And it was fun to watch. It was such a pleasure to see when you have that. You got to be there with the failures too, and I've been there through all that too. But when you show up in the finals, I mean, I'm walking out of there like Santana Moss. Big time players make big.
Oh, Jesus.
He unplugged all his stuff.
He just
He got
knocked
so
his
hyped.
drink over.
Everything.
He
His
got
whole
so
thing.
hyped.
No, his focus right is all
His
unplugged.
whole thing went.
He was just Kirk Cousins right now walking through the tunnel.
You like that? You like that?
Now he's on the computer microphone.
Jesus.
All right, can you hear me now?
There he is.
There you go.
I
There
am
you go.
so sorry.
How
I'm
you
so
guys
sorry.
doing?
How you guys doing?
you
What a
guys doing?
rookie.
How you guys
Holy,
doing?
that's 15-yard penalty right there. And then right before we got on too, it's been a minute, but Scoopy, I just wrote a banger. Like I literally was trying
there
to
we
put the
go.
guitar. Oh, I wrote a banger, bro.
There we go.
I'll have to play it for you later, but it's
All right.
it's been a minute, but
It's been a minute, man. I mean,
bangers.
it was every night.
And
it
this
was
is me.
14 times a day.
And
It
this is me
was-
talking.
Yeah. No, I
Like,
get it.
I
get it. It was
know-
interesting. It was interesting. It was raining the other day, and I was not in plantation, but I was around plantation. And one of probably the best song we ever wrote that we never got down was a song called "Some Fade Away," which many people thought was our best song we ever wrote. And of course, it's not anywhere. We have an idea of what it is, but we don't remember the entire song, which kind of sucks. But it was all based on one of our friends' child, I think it was, either son or daughter, I can't remember, who had tragically passed away. I think got struck by lightning or hit by a car. It was like crazy, but it was in the rain in plantation. And so anyway, I was just literally just thinking about Some Fade Away like 2 days ago. And yeah, good. So we'll catch up on it later.
Yeah, we will.
Should we head on down to Green Tree?
I think we
do that.
should.
Yeah.
Line 72. Line 8.
Let's go.
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, I may not. I don't even know if I may not be welcome at Green Tree. I upset some people, so.
Oh, you did. That was
He
you.
did. He did.
I didn't know.
He did.
No,
No, he
yeah,
did.
no, that
He
was
did.
you. That
And-
had to
and,
be you.
And I saw it, and I thought to myself, I should delete that.
No,
I saw
we
it
don't.
right after it went out. And then I'm like, well, I don't want him to get mad because I knew it wasn't me.
Mhm.
So I knew who it was. And I was like, well, I don't need him getting mad at me because I deleted something because of whatever. And then who gets the. And I said, fix this. I didn't do this. Right?
Oh, you did. I didn't. I certainly didn't fix it.
What's there to fix?
What was,
Nothing, but hey,
can I clarify for people that don't maybe know what was said or
No,
posted?
I don't want to bring it up at all.
Oh,
Okay, never mind then. Let's do something else. Sorry.
Slap that wiener. Wrap that wiener. Tap that wiener.
Just
Hey,
move on. into a
I
different
forgot
direction
about that
entirely.
one.
Listen, I will be the voice of reason. I'll play mediator because I know where Scoop sits and I know where Toast is screaming. So one's sitting, one's screaming. And I'll just say, hey, listen, in times of crisis like that, when somebody's coming against you, it is nice when, your administration comes to the forefront. Now, there might be a strategic advantage to go ahead and kind of like hold it because it's litigating and all that stuff. And I totally understand that. But you got to understand, too, a lot of the times in leadership, when you see somebody reeling and it's one of your boys, it is your job to step in. It was Rocky's job to throw the towel. Now Apollo Creed is dead. Thanks, Rocky.
No. Look, we just had Heitner on here who
Yeah.
told you 100% they're just out there posturing, throwing out a bunch of shit on the wall. So, you don't necessarily have to address the dum-dums in the room when you know that they're just being dum-dums, to say it kindly.
Listen, it is what. Listen, I still stand by it. My whole issue is, and I had no issue with Wisconsin. Obviously, Wisconsin. It was the Big Ten when they came down and doubled down and basically said Miami was a bad partner in this whole college football landscape and called Mario a cheater. Because I'm thinking to myself, there's not a chance in hell Sam Jankovich or Paul D lets that go without saying anything. Did I say anything? And so that's all. And I felt it, and it was just, yeah. And it's out there. They took a shot at your integrity, and they called your coach a cheater, and they have no leg to stand on. I just thought it was wrong. You didn't have his back, but whatever. It is what it is. For those that I pissed off, and I certainly heard from you, I'm sorry it pissed you off, but I'm not sorry I said it.
Good. Question. If we're looking outside, looking at the 20,000-foot view, what happens if Miami maybe wants to become part of the Big Ten one day? Do you got to just take this one on the chin?
I thought about that. But I don't think where this ends up is a Big Ten and SEC where each of them have 30 teams. I think at that point, this whole thing is blown up and there's like, it's that bigger thing with like 50 teams, this and that, whatever.
But even if there's a hint of that,
I don't think it matters at all.
didn't do
I don't
anything wrong.
unless this
That's all
goes unless this turns into which it won't. There's no chance it does, right? I mean, this is so like I just really minor. Like again, they're a little out of bounds with it. I don't think anything happens. I don't think it has any bearing whatsoever if in 2 or 3 years Miami and the Big Ten are talking about, an alignment between those two entities, that this particular scenario comes into play. Unless who is this? Michigan State, Wisconsin and the Big Ten have sued Miami and the ACC, right? Unless it goes that route, which, like, knock it off.
Right.
Really don't think that's happening. I don't think it's happening. Maybe it does. But unless it goes there, this little thing has no bearing on anything.
Listen, in the bowl game, University of Miami did numbers. Okay. Miami moves the needle, whether you like it or not. We have a great media market. They might be posturing too, and if they don't push forward too, because in the end, we'll look like we're the stronger entity. We'll use our puffery to our advantage, but we kind of want Miami too. So we'll just say, hey, all right, we gotta make a public statement. But we're cool. We're cool in the back end. There, fist bump.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why you don't get. It's kind of the same thing when you had Florida State suing the ACC, and everyone's saying, well, why isn't why ACC sucks? Why doesn't Miami stand up and see? And Miami just there's no reason to. There really isn't. There's no reason to ruffle the feathers in that type of situation.
That is true, Toast. That is true, and I'd like to
absolutely.
Like they don't. They keep quiet. University of Miami keeps its cards close to the vest.
I get it, and that is fine. I was asking some friends of mine that are big Big Ten in that area and everything, why Wisconsin has this they seem rather inflated, right, for the level of program that they are. And I didn't even realize that there's a reason for it. All these years that they were in the Big Ten West before they got rid of the divisions, look who was in the Big Ten West. Like, they were ruling that because there was no Ohio State, no Michigan, and no Penn State. And so they were like, until they had to play one of those teams in the East, and then they just got absolutely walloped, and they were inconsequential. But as a result, they have this overinflated sense of importance, if I should say, in the greater landscape of things, because they felt they owned that division for a long time, even though owning that division really was meaningless.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're a completely irrelevant program. I don't care who you put there. They're irrelevant. And they're going to be, they hired or they fired long ago and got some guy who likes to ground and pound. You're going back to being irrelevant.
That can only work for so long. So, out of the deal, I think we ended up winning because obviously you heard it from Heitner this week. There was a family kind of rationale for why Xavier Lucas is here. He's here. He's enrolled. He's taking pictures with the team. He's here. Secondary just got better, boys. I mean, with him and Frederic, I mean, you got two younger proven corners now. You've completely revamped your secondary. And I brought it up on Twitter, on my Twitter account, and I said, listen, we have a new national champion. Hats off to the OH, Ryan Day. He's off the hot seat. I mean, he was on the hot seat, and thank God for the extended playoffs, because if it was down to a 14 playoff, you would have never won. And listen, they had to take the hard road. They lost to Michigan, but they without Connor Stallions, mind you, but they had to beat, remind it, everybody at home, Tennessee at home. They had to go on the road to beat Oregon, on the road to beat Texas, and then Notre Dame, which probably was the weakest of the 4 teams, if we're being honest. But they did it with the number 12th ranked scoring offense, which we were number 1, but they did it with the number 1 ranked scoring defense, which always goes to show you, yes, offense is king, but the defense still wins championships. So I'm glad Xavier Lucas is here, because if we're going to go ahead and try to push into the playoffs, we need a better defense.
I'll say this, and I love the fact that they have just absolutely remade the entire secondary, row and scoop, and the greatness of the portal for that reason. So thank God they did that before the portal does become imploded by all the stuff that Darren has discovered. But it also does speak, if you want to flip it on its head, man, a serious issue with being able to develop secondary players. Like, you just had it's you're 3 years in, going into year 4, and you had to clean house, because you had no one. That's it's kind of an issue, is it not? I mean, again, are we relying on the portal? We talk about development, not really development.
You're relying on the portal. You're relying on the portal, but it is basically the hemorrhaging. The cause of the hemorrhage was the coaching staff, right? Whoever's doing the evaluations. Now you've seen changes to who's, the recruiting room and the defensive coordinator. So whoever was given the final authorizations for those individuals, I think their head fell on the stump too, and the axe came calling. So I think that is the reason why you had to be so portal heavy. But I think, and hopefully in the future, Heatherman can do his job. Whoever's evaluating the defensive talent can do their job. You're not so contingent on that portal because you're right, Toast. You had to go to the portal to revamp the whole thing. But we could have told you early on in the season over here at the Orange Bowl, boys, you needed it done because it was heinous.
Back to Ohio State for a second, and the run, right, that they had to go on to win this, right? They beat, of the top 10 teams they played this year. This is nuts, to be quite honest with you. They beat number 1, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 7, and number 8 by an average of over 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
I don't care who you lost to. That might be the best resume I've ever seen. I mean, that's completely ridiculous.
It's insane. Yeah, listen, you talk about Ryan Day, and his head was on the chopping block. He's won like 85% of his games. Like it's like 53,
could never win the big
9
one
or something. I know. And listen,
he won enough big ones this year for his career.
He's only beaten Michigan once. And here's what's going to be great. Now he loses to Michigan next year. They can't say shit.
Ever. He can lose the next 5 years.
I don't know about 5.
Listen,
sure, he lost this year. It doesn't matter.
Life after Legends is hard. I mean, he's coming after Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer won them a national championship. You are graded on a tough scale. Hello, Alabama. Like when you follow a legend, it is next to impossible. Ryan Day could have gotten fired after this year. He could have potentially lost in the national championship game, and they would have wanted him fired because he had just lost to Michigan, and he can't get it done. They would have fired him.
No, that would have been real.
He would have been picked up in nanoseconds, right? Some staff would have picked him up like fast, like ludicrous speed. That was such a great part. Anyways, but yeah, they got unrealistic expectations over there. But this time it kind of paid off, and he had to go through the hard way. Chip Kelly, too. That was a guy who knew, like, he got pardoned. He got one of those presidential pardons by either party.
Well, everybody's getting them, so.
He's like, yeah, everybody's getting them. And Chip Kelly was like, I know I'm about to get fired. Can somebody pardon me? Yeah, we'll take you as an OC. Yeah, cool. I get to go to the bathroom. All right. Because that was his biggest thing about being an offensive coordinator. You can use the bathroom. But good for them. Good for them. But you see how you got to do it, Canes fans. I mean, it's not just the offense side of the ball. You can slip a little, and you're going to slip a little next year. But you got to have a great defense. Last time the University of Miami Hurricanes, I think just on defensive touchdowns alone, they still would have been like, what did they play, 12 games? I think they still would have been 10-2 if they didn't even score an offensive touchdown. That's how great that defense was. So we got to get the defensive side of the ball humming like it used to be.
That is a very interesting thing you brought up as far as the bathroom goes. So what you're telling me is that head coaches in football, generally, I mean, we're talking the large majority don't have enlarged prostates.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they don't have to go to the bathroom very often.
Mm-hmm. Brought to you by Moderna.
Or there is a giant unspoken of secret among NFL head coaches and their partnership with Depends. That we don't know about.
That we don't know about?
They have a partnership with Depends?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe these guys are wearing diapers.
Think about it.
I don't know.
How many head coaches leave the sideline?
You see players having to run over there to take a pee.
Sure.
Yeah, why isn't there a porta potty over there? Like, you never see one. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Especially at Duke. Randy Shannon, a long way.
That's a long way back to the locker room.
Yeah, what happens if you got to go at Duke? What, do you just jump into the stands? You just see
they
a guy
take you on the carts.
And it's not Sheldon either. It's like actual player, like next to you on the John, like, hey, what's going on? And you're like, hey, man, nice watch.
Nice watch.
That's it. Yeah, whatever. They're not wearing watches.
Oh God. So there's good news for week 1. Not going to be facing Al Golden's defense.
That's unfortunate.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't find it
I wanted him to come
unfortunate.
back. I wanted him to come back as DC. Absolutely, I wanted him to come back.
That changes the line substantially. I'm saying without Al Golden calling the defense, because that was their calling card, right? I mean, they got exposed a little bit by Ohio State because you saw athlete to athlete. Ohio State just ran away with it, right? So I'm going to tell you, if that line was going to say, hey, I'm just
The line's out there right now, Ro. So what do you think it is?
What do you think it is? I saw it.
I'm going to say Miami. I'm going to say Notre Dame -3.
Close. 2.5.
Bro, you're learning. Very, very good. Yeah,
learning.
2.5.
But with Al Golden, that would have been like 6 to 7. That would have been Notre Dame -6 or 7 with Al Golden. I think the fact that Al Golden leaves,
that is going to be one of the most sought after gigs in the country. Like he can hire anyone he wants right now for that job.
Why do you think?
Pick a DC anywhere.
Why? It's still
if
Notre
that's
Dame.
the guy you want, he'll go there.
What if he's Mormon? He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be BYU. He doesn't want to.
Well, there's only one Mormon DC.
Yeah.
It's BYU.
Yeah.
So of the 130, you can have 129 of them. What if he comes after Heatherman?
No.
What do you mean no?
No,
I think
no, because they would, as a Catholic institution, you would not go stealing someone's brand new hire.
Oh, sure.
It's against the commandments.
Okay,
Thou shalt not
hold on
steal.
a second. If
it's against the commandments.
Come on, man. I got to go for some angle. That's the only angle.
Thou shalt not steal. Yeah,
if he comes after Heatherman, who, by all accounts, was an
Thou
absolute
shalt not cover
home
your
run.
neighbor's defensive coordinator.
I just genuflected.
I
It's
saw
been a
that.
minute.
I saw
That was one of the 15 that got dropped. Yeah. Thou shalt not covet.
Yeah,
Brooks.
I have with me 15.
Crash. 10
commandments.
10 commandments.
Such a great. He's
Oh,
so ahead of his
God.
time.
So here's the question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Heatherman and you just accepted the job at Miami, great gig, really great gig, and Notre Dame comes calling, honestly, you're not a Kane right now. What are you doing?
Try taking going to South Bend.
100% you're going to Notre Dame. 1,000%. Nobody's going to turn that down.
Hey, going to St. Gregory, then St. Thomas, I'll tell you that I wanted to go to University of Miami really, really, really badly. I was telling their schools I don't want to go to you because you would lose to Miami by 50 points. But there was one school back in the day that I went to over Miami, and that was the Golden Domers. I don't know. It had something to do with maybe St. Thomas. We wear the same and emulate their program and, all that same.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get the infatuation with it, but
Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens.
Got some other stuff we're going to get to, including, dude, I mean, obviously they got the way too early top 25, and there's a writer out there who might need to go into a rehab because of where he has the Canes pegged. But we do have some friends from Underdog who deserve some love from us right now, especially with the AFC NFC Championship games coming up this weekend. Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes during the playoffs. Which players are going to go off? Which ones are ice cold? With over 5 million happy players and $2 billion won, Underdog makes it fun and easy to cash in on all of your favorite athletes' performances. With their pick'em game, you can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and more. Create entries with all football picks or mix and match across your other favorite sports. And Underdog is the only pick'em platform that puts the power of the cash out in your hands. Now you can either keep riding with your entry or tap the Win Now button to cash out whenever you want. We've been playing all season long. They're going to be with us into the winter and spring. Underdog is the best place to play pick'em. Download the app, sign up with promo code ORANGE, and deposit now to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's promo code ORANGE. We will drop a pick for... Now, you can do the football. You can match football with basketball, college hoops, everything. So we'll probably do an AFC, NFC title game pick that we'll figure out over text, and we'll drop that on social media this weekend.
bang.
All
I
right,
am taking.
so-
I got it.
Yeah.
I know exactly. Let's not even mess around. Let's just do this right now. I am taking +3 over 3 refs helping Patrick Mahomes.
It's a good line.
3 favorable calls, like
Yes.
game-changing calls. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, So, you go with 3. You're given the opportunity for a push.
Push. What kind of push?
So
are we talking about?
well, that way, if it's 3, there's no. So you go 2.5 or 3.5 to make sure you either win or lose. But yeah, no, dude, it's disgusting.
It's bad.
It's awful. Whatever.
I've seen glimpses of it through social media, but I actually asked on social media. I was like, "Is this real? Is like this really happening, or is it just one of those, nonsensical kind of? It's a figment of our imagination. They're not really getting the calls, but they really are. Like, no, but people are like, it's unanimous. They're like, yes, they are getting home cooking, even on their own, home cooking. And do you think it's the Taylor Swift effect? Like,
no, I think that's past.
We're
now.
troubled that you because they don't even seem like they're that hot and heavy anymore.
Now they're settling. They're settling into the relationship now.
Yeah, it's like she farts now in front of him.
Exactly.
Like she doesn't even care.
She's not even shutting the bathroom door.
He's always farted in front of her, but now
he's like, Dutch ovened her at least 10 times.
Just so he could tell his buddies.
Yeah,
I Dutch oven Taylor Swift.
Go ahead, write
Taylor
that one
Swift's
down.
Dutch oven.
Also in the running for show.
That one might go viral.
Watch this. And now she's doing it back to him. She's not even ladylike anymore. That's where they are, because they don't seem that way anymore. He's always seemed like a Neanderthal. She seems more like she's trouble. I knew you were trouble. But they seemed hot and heavy for each other. They don't seem hot and heavy anymore. She's not celebrating in the clubhouse like she used to.
Yeah.
The thrill is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're an old married couple at this stage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with
that. No more spark.
No more spark.
All right, so CBS Sports' Dennis Dodd came out with his way too early top 25, because why the hell not? And he has Miami at number 3. My question, when do we start seeing the headline, Dennis Dodd of CBS Sports is off to rehab? Because dude is obviously drinking. Number 3?
I like it. I've seen every consensus talking head say that the University of Miami is in the top 25. If you don't make the moves that you just did, if you didn't revamp your secondary, if you didn't get a new DC, if you didn't get Carson Beck, you're not in the top 25. And let's remind the viewers at home, you want to be as high as humanly possible once the preseason rankings come out and they're official and they're now the full rankings, because you have margin for error. You get a team like Duke, they're not ranked, they lose one, they never come in. You're ranked 2 or 3, you lose one, then you go down to 14. And then you can stay there, and then you can battle back. That's what the SEC does. So you want to be up there. So University of Miami tipped their cap, because I wanted to see how they maintain that ranking. Let them pick us 3. Do I think we're the number 3 team in the country? I don't know. Let us watch the spring game, because that's Scoop's barometer. We'll see.
It's not the same. Look, I say that in jest. I mean, look, he's not playing in the spring game, so he meaning Beck. So this offense is going to be putrid and elementary, and you're not going to get what you saw last year when you had Cam Ward in the spring game, and I said, yeah, this is effortless for him. Now it turned out to be effortless for him for the most part throughout the season. It also did very much, and we didn't know at the time, show us how poor our secondary was. So, look, I find it interesting. I do find it interesting, because the reality is this defense, by all accounts, should be substantially better. You've got a new DC. You're going to have new guys on the coaching staff. You're going to have a new, I think JT is taking over the entire defensive line. You're going to have a new linebackers coach. You're going to have a new corners coach, a new safeties coach. And then you've got all the defensive backs that you brought in, right? And then you've got OJ, and you've got Damari, and you've got these kids. You've got Zaquan, who hopefully in this system flourishes into what everyone thought he was going to be. So the defense, on paper, substantially better. The offense, not a substantial downgrade, right? 2 years ago, Carson Beck was a top 5 player. 2 years ago, Carson Beck threw for 73% and just shy of 4,000 yards. He's not an average quarterback. Like, he's really good. So if you get that guy, then this team potentially is better than it was last year as a team. Not as an offense. As a team, they potentially can be better than they were last year. So, yeah, I would love to see preseason polls not effective until like week 5. I think it's just stupid. Just to Rose's point, it's just stupid because whoever's in the top 10 has an immediate advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So
for no reason.
Let them play like 4 weeks, 5
no
weeks.
Reason. I did see
get into the conference play and then give me a top 25.
I believe I saw a top 25 without Alabama in it. Wow.
What?
I'm pretty sure I saw a top 25 without Alabama.
No, I doubt that.
Strike friggin' one, dude.
They're on strike like number 3.
I don't know where he pulls these damn things from. He's so quick on these buttons, but that's 100% accurate.
One, dude.
Paul Feinbaum said, quote, let's not sugarcoat it. The NFL didn't want any part of Carson Beck. He had a rough season. I'm sorry he got hurt. I hope he has a good time on South Beach. The implication that is going around that he just wants to be down here with his girlfriend hanging out partying and he's not taking football serious. And it is what it is. I don't believe that that's the case, but
he just got paid too. And you know what? Thank you to what we just laid out on film. Because we took a guy, too, where his draft grade, well, it was probably where Carson Beck's draft grade would have been. You know, early reports came back that, Ward was, 3rd round, 4th round, decided to come back. Didn't get as much as money as Carson Beck, but he's about to get it now. I mean, all the odds-on favorites, Tennessee's going to pick him number 1. So it's the best landing spot for Carson Beck, especially with Shannon Dawson. I don't think we nail Carson Beck if we don't keep Shannon Dawson. Because Shannon he has the track record too. Mario has the track record, but Shannon Dawson has the track record. So I don't care. That's fair. Like, I don't think he's going to be a 1st-round pick. I don't think he might have been a late 2nd to me, Carson Beck, when I look at his intangibles and his tools and somebody brings him in to challenge somebody. I don't think they're bringing him in to start. He just got hurt. I don't think that matters. But now he's got the opportunity to do exactly what Cam Ward is. Get into the 1st round. And if you get into the 1st round, you change your life. Good for you, kid. Good for you. Smart.
Yeah, and I still think that and this is pure speculative. This is speculative, Scoop. Here I am. I think that Ken Dorsey's in play here. I think that they potentially have an opportunity to align the two of them, which could and again, I'm just throwing this at the wall. But all things do kind of say that that's a possibility.
I like speculative, Scoop. I will tell you that adds another win to your win total. So you're because Ken's the man. Ken's the man, and he could be an OC in waiting. Hey, let's do it. Let's. The University of Miami has proven that they want to win, and they want to win now. I mean, you don't make the moves, pay Carson Beck as much money. They see what they have to do. Ohio State did it with like a $20 million budget. I don't think you need to get to $20 million. You probably got to get somewhere between 10 and plus, right? You got to be smart with some things. And hey, do you think, let me ask this question. You heard about $20 million budget for NIL and everything for Ohio State. They just won a national championship. Now Nick Saban, he's so virtuous these days, and he wants things leveled out, and he wants everybody being paid the same NIL. But do you think that the University of Miami, though, think about this, their NIL, you might not need as much because Mario actually can recruit some of the depth and talent to this team?
Well, but can he? He's not in the secondary. We just have to go buy a whole one.
He can still recruit offensive line, defensive linemen.
Yes, he is absolutely. But we just had to go buy a quarterback, and we had to buy an entire secondary. So I'm not. Again, I right now while I'm loving it, I'm loving the talent that he's getting to come in. The developmental aspect here in a couple of areas, not in all of them, but in a couple of areas outside of basically the trenches, has been lacking. It would seem. We're not producing these players ourselves. We're going out to buy them in the offseason. So, I mean, we're getting plenty of defensive backs that are committing during recruiting cycles, and none of them are panning out except for OJ.
Yeah, but that was a big pan out, though.
Huge. Yeah, you hit a grand slam with that one, yes. But like you missed on the other 8.
Which, listen, in terms of starters, you got one lockdown, dude.
You
have
did.
Xavier Lucas, who proved it last year, one of the top corners in the country as a underclassman. So he's going to potentially lock down one side. You brought other, you got pieces.
No, you got people now, but you had to go get them.
Yeah, you did. I agree. And we talked about it. I think people's heads fell on the sword for that reason, because
reality is, though, I think corners might be in a better position than safety, because you do have the corner from Michigan State, who by all accounts will be the best corner on the team. Like he's a last year guy, very mature. He was one of the top corners in the country last year. So he's going to start on one side. So you're going to have OJ, you're going to have Damari, and you're going to have Lucas all vying for that second spot. Maybe one of them slides inside to nickel. But you've got some serious cover guys now, which you said on film, Ro, you're going to need. You said these guys are going to have to cover.
And you need linebackers who can cover too. You need like your Roquans, like, you need dudes that are going to cover, because he's putting them on matches. Meaning, like, so when we say he's putting him on a match, so that was the thing with Roquan Smith, like he would literally match him on a 3, meaning like you would go a 3-by-1 look, which means 3 people to one side, and you're covering a slot dude. And when you have a linebacker who can go step for step on a wide receiver slot, like an Xavier Restrepo, that changes things. And I'm not saying he's going to do it on a 3-by-1 and make that match, but I've seen him do it with like a linebacker on a 2, and you're running step for step, man. It doesn't look like you got some safety help. So you're going to need some cover people. As long as you can get some cover people, guess what happens? The defensive line is going to start to eat, because the quarterbacks are going to be like, oh, wow, they got cover guys. And I got to make sure everything's right. And that's the thing. Defensive line couldn't get after it last year because the secondary was so damn poor. And I know that doesn't make sense. What do you mean by that? No, I'm telling you, because if the guys are way off and they're not covering and a wide receiver is getting loose off the line, quarterback's going to see it fast. He's seen it on film. He's going to get the ball out quicker. So you need the cover guys to shut that down fast. And first, keep the quarterback to keep his, in the pocket just a little bit longer. And then Ruben Bain and Akeem Messidor and all those guys pin their ears, go get the guy. It starts. I think the unlock code for this, the unlock to everything about what they're trying to do defensively, was figuring out there's a premium for cover guys now. And Toast, I think that's what they saw, and I think we all saw by what they just did in the portal. And they changed. They had an about face. Like, how? Okay, cool. We got a generational Ruben Bain. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if the guy's getting rid of the ball. Like, we played Syracuse. That guy was getting out of the ball like 0.2 seconds. We couldn't do anything. And they were so open the whole time. And it was quick. We need guys that cover quick off the line.
Before we get into the partners, the last thing for Mario, they came with the top 25 coaches heading into next year. And Mario not on the list, but Norvell's on the list. Guy from BYU's on the list. Mario just getting snubbed all over the place. DeBoer's number 7. Like, really? Okay. Fascinating. I don't understand the.
This isn't a hot seat list. This is like.
No, this is like who the top 25 coaches are heading into 2025. Mario, coming off the second best season in program last 20 years, not on the list.
It's deserved. It's deserved. You had the number 1 offense in the country. You couldn't even get in the playoffs. You don't deserve to be in the top 25. I still believe in you. I think we're going to get this right. They're going to keep putting money into this. All right, cool. But you don't deserve to be. Let's be honest. You don't deserve to be. You took a generational first-round quarterback talent and a number 1 offense, and you had a defense that was so rigid you couldn't fix it and get it out of its own way. So, yeah, I don't think he should be on the top 25 list. Not at all.
All right. Interesting. Let's talk about before I came up here to start doing the pod on the TV. Nice little Paul Baines commercial. Hey, I'm Paul. Give me a call.
Hey, look, and I'll give you a story from today too. A funny one. Novak is out at the Farmers out at Torrey Pines, right? He eagles 18. He has a very nice back 9 to get himself right back in the tournament. And I said, there he is. I sent him a text. His response, Baines. That's all he texts me back, Baines. So if you don't think it works, right? We got people in Torrey Pines, California, talking about it. And it's raining now. I just got an inspection back today. We got to get them out there tomorrow. It's blue tarp season, right, Ro?
Yeah, and drip, and I have a drip, boys. And, I have a blue tarp. So it is blue tarp season at the row house. I'm going to have a live testimony here soon because the Baines boys are coming out to fix it. They just don't do roof rehauls. They do roof repairs, and that's what your boy Ro needs. I need a roof repair, right? It's in the garage. They got me, right? And it's one number, universal, 981 roof. You're in 954-561-305. Just use that prefix, 981 roof, 981 roof. We've told you so many times, 9 is a go route, 8 is a post, 1's like a quick out. It's a great combo. You should just run that 3x1. You'll slaughter teams. And not only will you slaughter teams with that route combo, you'll slaughter your – no, you don't want to slaughter your roof. You'll repair your roof with those that number, that prefix. And like always, boys, it's Paul. Give him a call. Paul Bainge Roofing. Bainge.
MiamiHTS.com. I'm the Hurricane Store. Go there to buy all of your merch, whether it is for you, for the wife, for the kids, whoever. Promo code OBB24. Go down to the store actually in Coral Gables. Also use promo code OBB24. You will get 20% off. You can also go to manscaped.com and use promo code OBB to get 20% off there, off your genital clippers and your creams and your salves and your lotions for your nuts, all that stuff, 20% off, cheaper than anywhere else by using promo code OBB. And now Scoop with packages.
Hey, beatingthebookie.com. If you'd have paid attention, you'd have known that tomorrow is Thursday. Today is Thursday.
Yeah.
I am, man. What day is it?
That's not good.
Today is Thursday. And if you were paying attention, Torrey Spines, the farmers always starts on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I've been told why, but I can't remember.
He's the one that's getting dementia first.
Hey, come see me in my little room.
You won't remember. You won't remember.
That's fine. No need to come see me then. But get your packages there. We've got the playoffs. Great run for the playoffs and the bowls.
Yeah, he went like 16-6 on bowl season. Like that.
I mean, great run there. But
swept hockey last night.
There you go. So we're about to take all of our. What do we got?
We got like $400.
Yeah, we're going to take all that. And we're going to be going into the hockey season here with BTB. So follow them at Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok's back. TikTok was down for like 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know who saved TikTok?
Yeah. Everything's better now, man. I'm winning everything.
Spencer Pratt saved TikTok. The man put TikTok on his back and saved the whole damn thing. It's amazing.
They should give it to him.
It's incredible. He should have some stock in that thing. He should. Go follow him and get your packages. You can get 30, 60, 90 days. Get the whole golf season. He had a first round winner last week.
Yeah.
Did you know that? He had a first round winner last week. Again. Package.
All right. So we got some audio geners.
Oh, did you see the lady who drove the cart into the wall after the national championship game?
That was well done.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Here's the audio, by the way. So listen, you hear this guy kind of shouting out Ryan Day, and then you hear the car crash into the wall.
Ryan Day, you deserve it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody okay?
The guy in the background. That was
awesome. Yeah. Hey, I didn't know there was a lot of Ohio State fans in Long Island. Hey, Ryan Day, you awesome, brother. You deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, my goodness.
She Austin powered that thing straight into the freaking wall.
Right into it. Like she was nowhere near
broke the
clearing
axle,
it.
Jammed the wheel. Forget it. Not even close.
Of course.
Couldn't even back up.
And who was driving? Who?
Just
she went to Michigan.
She went to Michigan.
That's all. That's all. I just wanted to go on record. You said it.
Male or female? There's only two genders now.
Yep.
Yeah, only two genders.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Executive order.
Yeah.
She hit it. She hit it. Of course.
Dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. Here we go again with the comments. Cheers.
I forgot about all of these.
Oh God.
So yeah, that was the audio of the week. Was that lady? And by the way, speaking of the national championship game, all three of you were supposed to text me your picks for the national championship game. Ding, Roman. Ding, Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Toast.
Oh no.
This is not good.
Oh no, this is not good. This is really not good.
Well,
No,
Toast
there
is
you
out
go.
then.
So
I'm
he's
out.
out.
So that's
Toast is out.
automatic out.
There
Third
you
place,
go,
last
ready?
place.
you
Oh
go.
man, what a terrible
So-
way to lose it.
I think
For
Scoop won.
For the win.
I don't think so.
you did.
Roman's total was 47.
Oh, I had more than that.
Scoop's was 52. The game total was 57. So that's going to make Scoop your winner on the season. And you guys officially finished with a record of 54 and 56 across the board. Except that one winner. Scoop's going to win it by a game.
Nice.
There
Nice.
you go.
What do I
Roman, by
win?
the way,
Good job.
Roman 10 games better than last season. Last season you were 44. And you did 54 this year. Scoop 3 games better. Toasty 3 games better. So everyone was
All right.
Yeah, we're getting
Hey,
better.
look at that. We're
Little
improving.
marginal
Ro
improvement.
was significantly better.
Yeah.
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 He's learning. Look, he had a tough time with this when we first started.
Big
He didn't
time.
even
I didn't know
know, yeah.
pluses or minuses, totals.
Yeah, it
and
was.
I'm
It
still
was.
like,
Thankfully,
wait a
you
second.
missed that.
But I
Yeah.
still
It
don't
was-
understand. I was
it
like,
was painful.
why? But it was funny to me, and I still don't understand why they choose randomly whether to say, if you say, okay, this team's +7 or this team's a -7. And it's like, well, pick one. Which team's the minus? Which team's the plus? I don't get it. Like they don't. What's the line? Oh, it's Notre Dame -3. Okay, so that means the other team's +3. So why do you pick Notre Dame as the -3? I don't get it. I still don't get that part.
As far as how you vocalize the game,
Yeah, like
it's
why?
just a choice.
It's just a choice, exactly. But I don't understand why they choose the way they choose. That's I don't get it. I was like, why?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The rationale is difficult
Yeah,
today.
Yep.
yeah.
I guess so. Sure is. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
But we
know.
Dutch oven Taylor Swift, so that's
We
all
sure
that
did.
matters.
That's all that counts.
I don't really know what you're
Switch
good at.
Dutch
Yeah,
oven.
thank you.
Yeah, I know what I'm
good
good at.
All
I know
right.
definitely what I'm good at.
5 questions.
Yeah.
5 questions.
Question
Oh, we go
number
hoodie for this?
1. All right, we're all hoodied up for
All
5
right.
questions. We all got hoodies.
Oh, we all have hoodies.
4 of us do. All right. What will you never ever do again in your lifetime?
Oh.
What do I never do again, ever, huh?
In your lifetime.
I should say it.
You know, before we get going,
Don't.
no,
Is she
say
in your
it.
shot? No.
Say it.
Sorry.
Say it. You know what? I will say this because this is sad. I mean, when there comes a point in your lifetime where you'll never pick up your kids again. There's a point where you're just this was
wow.
the last time you picked
Yeah,
up.
it's
your
true. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maven's
that's not my
getting
answer.
there. All right.
That's not my
Maven's
answer.
getting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pick up Kenzie, or it's like,
All right,
like
I'll
picking
go
up Steph.
I'll go first. I don't think I will ever scuba dive to 100 feet
Oh.
ever again. I don't
There
think
you
I'll
go.
ever do it.
There
I
you
don't think
go.
I'll ever do
That's a
it.
good
There's
one.
there's no reason to. There's
That's a
no
good one.
reason to. I mean, more shallow than that? Sure. I could see that happen. Dive a bridge, dive shallow, but 100 feet?
All right. I got one.
Okay.
Talk to me, Goose.
I don't think I'll ever skydive again.
That was my backup, son of a bitch.
You've done it?
Oh, you cornered him.
I've been 3 times.
You've been 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
I'm past
So
the weight
obviously
limit.
you thought
incredible.
enough of it to at least go 2
I'm
more
past the-
times.
It's so stupid. Like, it's so ridiculous.
I'm past the
It's
weight
awesome.
limit, so I never could do it. I never.
I
could
got one
tandem.
pass it now. I barely got in, and now I wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be close.
No, even back then I couldn't do it.
Mine's deep sea fishing.
You get seasick, do you?
Oh, so seasick.
So do I.
Now, like,
Yeah.
if you put me out, like, on a lake somewhere or something, and the water's probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you get out in the ocean,
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I can
Not ideal.
I can
Why am
troll all day. I can troll all day, but if you're drifting,
Oh.
drifting and
you're
I'm
just sitting and just doing
it's
this
just the thought of it
hours.
is it's disgusting.
but I will say this, I am a great puke and rally guy. Like I
Yeah.
will puke and I'm off and running. Even in, scuba diving, I've done that.
That's fucking. I'm about to throw up on my keyboard.
I'm probably never going to sleep in a tent again.
That's actually really good.
That's a really
No,
good
that's
one.
actually really
great
good.
answer.
That is
You
a
win.
really good answer.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Mama. By the way, have you ever seen that skit with Steve Harvey where he was saying another word to say mother, and this family says mama and mama and mama and mama like 6 times to the point that you got to look it up on YouTube for those watching us. Look it immediately and you will laugh. It is one of the funniest moments in TV like history, game show history. I am not even kidding you. It's piss your pants. That and Richard Simmons on Whose Line Is It?
That's legendary.
Those two.
That's the funniest 5 minutes.
Those two are like tight because Steve Harvey breaks character and he basically calls these people bleeping idiots, and it's amazing when he loses it.
I probably watched like 15 Family Feud clips today, which is like
that one didn't come up.
Very random how I got into this, and some of this stuff, man,
it's fucking hilarious.
Steve Harvey did a great job.
Remarkably funny.
It was always known for Richard Dawson to me. Like that is Family Feud, but Steve Harvey made it its own. But did you remember that Tim the Toolman, like his neighbor Al Borland?
Yeah.
He was the host of that too. That's how inconsequential it was. I don't even know his real name. I just know him from Tim. He was the guy that was like his right hand man,
Richard
Al Borland.
Karn.
Oh, who knows? Yeah, whatever.
Richard
Put on
Karn,
a flannel. That was terrible. And then they had Louis Armstrong?
Louis Armstrong, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Louis Anderson.
Anderson. Yeah, Louis Armstrong.
Was the trumpet.
Well, then they had the one that killed himself too.
Oh,
Ray
Ray
Combs.
Combs.
I know he's dead.
Ray Combs.
Back in that was like the 80s.
Oh, wow.
That was like after Richard Dawson, right?
I know Richard.
That guy.
Yeah,
Bro.
Ray Combs for a while.
Richard Dawson was a sex offender. Like he kissed everybody.
Big time. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He was also the bad guy in Demolition Man with Schwarzenegger, and he was awesome in that movie.
Yes, he was. No, that was Running Man.
Running Man, sorry, Running Man. Yes, Running Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Something Man.
That was a great movie. Yeah, I saw that the other day too. I saw like a clip. Do you know what movie this is? And it was like the one guy that he electrocuted. Amazing. Are we ready for question 2?
Go.
Number 2. What fast food actually has great quality and taste?
TDQ.
I mean, there's a lot of fast food restaurants that I would say don't.
I'm gonna go with one. I consider it fast food.
Okay.
Because it's faster than it should be. Carrot Express.
There's one bias.
I don't even know.
I've only been once.
It's good. It's actually very good food.
Okay.
It's fast. They got burritos.
We waited a long time for breakfast.
Ro wanted garbage food. He wanted garbage
no,
food.
it's not.
That's such a typical answer.
No, listen, you guys, listen.
I'm trying to open your guys like.
I don't
These
need
are
that
places
now.
you go,
I don't
bro.
need that now.
These are places you go when you wear Lululemons.
I'm not eating. Well, you've eaten Wendy's. You know,
I haven't eaten Wendy's since the last double stack 17 years ago.
Oh, you should eat a
There
double
you go.
stack here and there.
Another thing I'll never do again is eat another double stack.
They're still good though.
They are. Don't do that.
So good.
I would sit there and say that with the great because it just got to give it to the one chicken sandwich. But let's just go Chick-fil-A here. I think in terms of fast food, they kick everybody's ass.
Now.
Dude, it is so overrated now.
It used to be so good.
It's not what it used to be.
Maybe because I'm here in Atlanta in the HQ, but no, it's still good.
Because I'm just telling you, when I'm not thinking Carrot Express here, boys, or PDQ. I'm talking about like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. Like we're talking about those.
PDQ
You don't get a solid
competitor.
answer for those.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Chick-fil-A beats their ass, and they're closed on Sundays, and they
Also,
still
all
beat
right.
their ass only on a 6th day with a 1-day rest. Go ahead.
So
I'll
if
be
you
honest
want to
with you,
have
only
that
day I ever
debate,
wanted is Sunday.
Nah.
if you want to have that debate, there's only one winner between Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, and that's Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's actually a beef patty that they cook. Like it's not. I mean, I don't even know what they're giving you at McDonald's at this point.
Much better. Than
Oh my goodness! I
they have the
don't
russet
know.
fries. Like Wendy's is pretty good.
I will know that McDonald's will always take a hit for me forever. When that guy did that 30 days thing, do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And
He
by like
died
week
recently.
17,
And then he died on like 45 days later.
Yeah.
like he legit like
don't
his
think that
organs
happened.
were shutting down. No, he didn't die. He
He
did.
just died like
No, but
a few months ago. Yeah.
He did
did,
die
yeah.
recently. He did
Yeah.
die recently. But I don't know if it was from the McDonald's for 30
Yeah, because he was like in the
I bet it
ICU. He was in the ICU.
On behalf of the legal department of the Orange Bowl Boys, we cannot
Allegedly.
we cannot confirm or deny
Allegedly.
that he died from eating McDonald's for 30 days. I'll say, you guys, I don't think you guys have it in Florida, but Zaxby's.
We do.
Okay.
We
Do you have
do.
a Zaxby's?
Yeah.
Zaxby's is good.
You do?
We have one in our city. Yeah, we do.
Zaxby's
Chicken
real
tenders.
good. Real
Chicken
good.
tenders pretty good. Yeah, it's
Good
really
chicken. The salads are outstanding.
Yeah, I've gotten
They're
there.
very good.
They have a Cobb
Very
chicken
good.
salad over there. It's
Yep.
it's savage.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, because at Wendy's, if you want to, you can go healthy at Wendy's. You can get a chicken breast, lose the bun, and have a baked potato.
Very good.
Like you can still actually eat something there that would be healthy for you. I don't
Except
think any of
they
the
take
others
baked
have
I used to
that.
potato
get
and they
salads
fill it
and
with
baked
bacon
potatoes.
And cheese.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's good. Yes.
You got to account for that. Yeah, it doesn't really help that way. And then
I'm
they give
just
you
saying,
the broccoli
you can make
cheese potato,
choices.
so you can
make choices.
Yeah.
You can make choices.
All right, what's
right.
next?
Question number 3, and I'm going to read it as is because I don't call it this, but you'll get exactly what I'm getting at. What men's perfume would you recommend?
Dracar Noir.
Dracar's the only thing I ever wore when I was in middle school.
I also wore
My
Ralph
whole
Lauren
8th
polo.
grade.
And CK1.
My whole 8th grade.
And CK1. That was
And
it.
Curve. Did you get Curve
Curve
too?
was great.
Curve, yeah.
I wore
Yeah,
Curve in college.
And you know what's the funniest thing? And this is true story. The funniest thing is my kid now, my son, he's at that age where it's like about colognes. Like his class and his friends literally are like cologne savants. They're all over the place buying these expensive colognes. And it's amazing. To the point I have my son in an NIL deal. And that's a true story because he comes to me the other day and goes, Dad, I want to start a pressure washing business. And I was doing the math and I'm like, listen, I applaud this because, the young man, he's trying to, make extra income. He wants to work. He wants to do this. I'm explaining to him like, gas and the mix and, this one has a choke and you want to let all the gas out. And the more I thought about this, the more I realized I'm going to be running this business because there's no way his little scrawny ass is going to be able to start this thing. And I'm going to have to lug this around. He doesn't have a driver's license. He wants to go around neighborhoods. I say, okay, so this is what we do. What do you need this for, son? He's like, well, and it came down because he wants some colognes. So I was like, all right, how about this? You carry a 3.0 and better GPA. You do a couple things that you do that and I pay you quarterly. He's like, all right, that sounds fair. So I have my son in an AL deal because he wants to buy colognes.
So what's cologne? Yeah.
Yeah.
If he hires Darren Heitner, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna want more.
He's
He's going to own your house. He's going to be charging
Do you
you
get
rent.
any of this in writing, Ro?
Yeah. No, I'm going to. I'm going to have him sign a contract.
You need to have
Use
him
the
sign
Big
it real
Ten
quick.
template.
No,
Use
he
the
is.
Big Ten template.
Of course,
That's
it was
a good
like, I was like, I want you to work out so many times. I want your GPA to be this. You're going to stay, in sports. Because that's the thing, with high school athletes. And I think sometimes people lose sight of this. If my son were to have like a job he plays 3 sports. My daughter's club volleyball is like a full-time job. That was like me. I was constant. You go after school, you're putting another 3 hours. You're doing that's 15 extra hours. You know what I'm saying? Just like a week, just working out, going to practices. I'm like, it's hard for these kids. Now, to each his own. For those who want to work on top of their athletes, and I know everybody's situation is different. God bless you, but it's tough. It's tough for those kids. So everybody answered. Everybody got it. We all put our. I'm good with your car. I was going to put Savage because that's what I wear these days. And Johnny Depp was on it. We like Johnny Depp. But what's the best advertisement line you've ever heard?
Oh. Well, I'm going to go right with the company we were just talking about before pretty much anyone doing this was even alive. Where's the beef?
That's a good. Where's the beef? That's a good one.
Where's the beef? That was going to be my
Iconic.
answer. That was
your answer?
that was going to be my answer.
The little teeny lady. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
That's
They
a
need to bring
commercial
that
they run
back.
for McDonald's now.
If Wendy's brings that back, and listen, their Twitter account is flawless. Those guys are
awesome.
amazing. And they have that sense of humor about it on social. Now they just need to bring that back because that had a sense of humor to it, and they would literally their sales would jump by 10% by bringing that iconic thing back. They need to bring Where's the Beef back. They really do. I mean, I'll try to think of another backup answer, but I hear you.
That was actually mine too. I think we've had this question before.
Different. Posed different.
Different one, but okay.
Similar.
It was the best advertisement. I'm just saying, what's the best advertisement line? Like,
I
It's
mean,
like slogan, logo.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna go back with my with the one from Home Depot, not this one, but the one prior, which is "You can do it, we can help." I think that's probably the best
That's
slogan I've
solid.
ever heard.
Yeah. There's a plumber in town here, and I don't know who it is in Atlanta, but their slogan
Snake
is,
your pipes.
"No, we're number 1 for your number 2s." And I was like, that's every time I see it on the truck, I giggle my ass off the whole way to work.
And that's like an AC company down here, and it says your wife is hot.
Yeah, air around the clock.
Yeah.
That was legendary when they busted that out about 10
That's
years
great.
ago.
Yeah, and they got sued.
I'm gonna say. Did they for that?
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but they got sued for the whole thing.
Oh,
Some guy with an ugly wife.
Yeah.
She's not hot, bro.
Cellulite hanging in pubic hair.
Yeah, that's not hot.
Oh no.
I will say that, Where's the Beef was one, but you got to give it to Just Do It.
Yeah.
Just do it. All right.
Oh, I thought of another one. Like Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be like Mike.
Be
Yeah.
like
Like Mike.
That song.
That was our whole childhood. And
I wish I could be like Charlie Harper. I could still make those jingles. I could so make jingles. Now they get
Jingles
AI
aren't a thing anymore, man.
Yeah, because they have AI make it in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Charlie Harper has no job. He's got no house too, because his house would have burned down. Because that's exactly where it would have been. I'm still praying for those people. But what is the most childish thing you bought with your adult money?
You got two.
From my standpoint, or my wife's standpoint.
Oh, whatever. I'll take both. I want to see which one's funnier.
Well, I mean, she is going to absolutely. I mean, the video games. The video games.
Gotcha.
So, she would say that. I would say
100% correct.
Yeah. Well, fuck off, Jenners.
No, I'm with you. I'm saying I did the same damn thing.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So it's whatever. It is what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, think about it, man. Like that, that $59.99, it takes you for hours.
Oh yeah, it's
like I can go like she goes out there with her girlfriends to Cat 42 and blows through that in fucking like 45 minutes.
I played Red Dead Redemption 2 for like a month and a half.
Right? Yeah, it cost you nothing. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Per hour ended up being like 3 cents.
Right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 was amazing.
Oh, phenomenal.
So amazing. It was so amazing. That map was so huge too. And it's just the details in that game. It's insane. Rockstar put out a great product. They're about to come out with Grand Theft Auto, a new Grand Theft Auto 2. So that's that. Yeah, I mean, what's the most childish thing I bought with my adult money? I mean, you're looking at so many of it in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Behind me, there's a full live lightsaber. I know you got one too, so that's definitely a childish thing that I bought with adult. And like over this shoulder, which is my left shoulder, but to you it probably looks like my right. There's a full size Master Sword from Zelda.
That's what that was.
I see the Grogu is about to fall through Grogu's head.
Yeah. So so there's a couple things back there that that wall's an homage to my childhood.
Here's one for you. This is a good little one that you'll appreciate.
Oh my goodness!
Cliff Burton action figure.
Oh my goodness!
God.
Yeah, Bubba.
Yeah. It's on the other side. You can't see it because it cuts off. But I have a Samus Aran. Zelda is my favorite franchise of NES. My second by far is Metroid. So there's Samus Aran. I have a little caricature of her.
All my nieces and nephews have at least like a 10-year range of the Hess trucks every Christmas.
Those are going to be worth something,
right?
Yeah,
that was my retirement plan as a kid.
That's a good one.
Saving the Hess truck.
Right?
What are you talking about?
The plinky noise. What about you, Scoop?
I'm enamored by this conversation. I mean, the most childish thing I've bought with my adult money. Childish / well, I don't know. I'd say my car, probably.
I was gonna think, yeah.
It's
I mean, look, it was the car I wanted as a kid. So
yeah, 100%.
There you go.
It's a good one.
Jenners.
Oh, I'm with Toasty on the video games.
Oh,
we're 100% video games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys. That was question 5. There's only
one
more
thing
to do it. Yeah.
Oh, that was it? Oh, I thought that was 4.
What? No, let me.
That's sad.
No, that was 5.
All right.
That was 5. All right,
That's unfortunate. Bonus question?
You want a bonus question? I'm just gonna Rolodex this right here.
Go.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna put that one. All right.
Maybe not.
Yeah. All right, let's just put this out there. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Oh, okay. I would say that I mean, I don't really watch him a whole lot anymore, but I would say Tim the Tap Man.
Okay. We're gonna go quick. This is not the bonus question.
I don't watch YouTube. I have no idea.
It's my favorite.
Dude Perfect.
I only follow, honestly, I only follow like one YouTube account.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Orange Bowl Boys. So that's my
Yeah, I was gonna say
There
I
you
go
go.
with that. I don't watch YouTube
because I got
the
one more.
only-
But
The
this
only
is
other
a
one
quick
I've ever
answer.
watched really is Mr. Beast.
Mr.
And
Beast.
the only
there you
reason
go.
is
He's
because
the
my
man.
daughter thinks, and by the way, his Prime Video show is freaking great.
Is it good? I saw that.
Beast
Yeah.
games, holy crap, it's good.
Okay.
All right,
Really
this
well
is
done.
the real bonus question. Real
Oh,
bonus
Jesus.
question. That's it. Because I saw this one, and as soon as I was saying the other one, I was like, I should ask this one. What animal do you have an irrational fear of?
Oh. Well, you know what? I guess so. Irrational fear due to the just significant size disparity between me and it. I guess the fact that I still am just like not going anywhere near a fucking cockroach. Despite the fact that it's like he's literally 1/1000th my size.
Look.
And then we say the same line.
Right?
They're more afraid of you than you're afraid of it. Then why does it keep flying at me?
I don't know.
It doesn't seem too afraid.
Like, bro, if I see it, I am out of the room. Like, I am out of the room. I don't
That's
care what's going
incredible.
on. I'm walking out.
I remember running out of my bathroom in a townhouse in Davie. My grandfather came to visit me. He was like a man's man. He was like, grandson, what are you doing? And I was like, I ran out of the bathroom. And he heard me. I must have screamed like, he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, there's a roach in there. He's like, you go back in there and you're not coming out. And I'm going to lock you in there until you kill that roach. Sure as shit. He locked me in there with that roach and made me kill it. And I was like, Grandpa, I killed it. Can I come out now? Sure. I was like, oh my goodness. So after that, it's like I have an indentured servitude to killing roaches thanks to my grandfather.
The intensity of the screams in my house
When a roach shows up,
when a roach shows up.
oh my goodness.
I'm like,
octaves.
oh, must be a roach in the house. Like,
No,
I
you're
mean,
right.
it is piercing.
You're right. There's
These
no
chicks.
disparity between that and the house is on fire. There's no middle ground. It's the same sound.
It's
Yeah.
the same noise, 100%.
I will say for me, I think it's got to be a rat.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, yeah. Jenner's missed that whole.
Jenner's missed that
Jared.
whole episode.
Oh man, I don't think you don't even know any of those stories.
What?
But
That
like-
bro had a rat.
No, I had a
no.
rat.
You had a
You
rat.
had a
Yeah.
rat.
I had a
Oh, for
rat.
weeks. For weeks.
And you had to get it with
Oh.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut
Set
butter
traps.
and a zapper thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people
That's
were
got to
mad
be like,
because
what, 2022
tased a rat?
episodes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you zap it and it kills it instantly.
Yeah.
Hey, got Mickey.
Yeah.
Found it,
We called him Mickey.
then I dumped it out. Yeah. Oh
yeah,
my
because
God.
I've had it,
It's
they're
awful.
it's South Florida. Now you live on a lake, and I've lived on a lake now for the past 20 years. But like you go out and you just will magically randomly open up your grill and it's just running out, and you're like, it's like horrible.
Yeah, that's
it's
disturbing.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I was gonna go with an otter
Oh.
How could you be afraid
because
of
they're
an
cute
otter?
as
They're
shit,
cute
but they're
as
actually
hell, yeah.
really nasty.
Yeah, I know. I had one swimming in my lake out back.
Yeah, they're swimming out here all the time. Steph's like, "Oh, the otter's back." I'm like, "The otter will rip your face off."
Kill you in your
Don't
sleep.
let the dogs outside.
Laugh.
You guys got wild otters over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were.
yeah, they're
wild in
swimming
this
upside
area.
down and they're they're rubbing
Yeah, they look
their
friendly.
faces and
I
cute
love
as
them
can
at
be.
the museum in Fort Lauderdale. That's awesome.
Yeah, you see them fist bump
Yeah.
people too, but now they're mean.
Mean little bastards.
When did you realize,
Bizarre.
just randomly, when did you realize like hippopotamus were actually
A
mean?
few years ago.
Yeah, right? Because
When I went
for the
to
whole-
Africa,
Yeah, what do you mean they kill more people than alligators?
more people than any than
Like,
any
There's that
animal.
video
talking
of
about?
the
They're
one
herbivores.
that's chasing a boat, and then it fucking
Yes.
comes out, dude. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
And by the way,
I-
they fly.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so fast.
You want to
No.
know something I'm terrified of? A fucking hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Well,
I
that's
told
an
you the
irrational
story.
fear.
Something
Because
you'll
they're not
never
over
see.
Yes.
I told yeah, this is something I'll never do again. Is canoe in the Zambezi River. That's something I'll never do again.
There you go.
Because a hippo came up, whoop, surfaced right underneath us. Almost tipped Steph and I over, literally.
Oh my God.
We were on like this little with guides and everything. This damn thing came up right underneath the thing. So stayed in the tent. It was like a it's not like a little tent. It was a
Right,
big
I
tent,
gotcha.
whatever. And these things
Glamping.
come
They
out
call
at
it
night.
glamping.
Glamping. These things come out at night, and so your head is like up against the canvas of the tent, right,
Mhm.
with the bed, and they're chomping all of the vegetation outside your tent. and it sounds like they're going to eat your face. Like they're literally chomping out like right next to your head. They are scary animals. Scary. Like you can't come out at night. You're not allowed out of your tent at night because all the hippos come out.
Jenners.
I've just seen it on Twitter where they give it like a watermelon.
Yeah.
And it just puts it crushes it. And it's just like, that's my head.
I've seen that thing too, but what's your irrational fear? What
rats is a good one. Obvious one is snakes. Irrational fear is the little lizards that stand up on their back legs and run.
Stop it.
Oh, the ones in Australia?
Because it's like, oh, it's a lizard. Oh, my God, it's running. Like, it's unnatural. Like, get the hell down on your belly. What are you
doing? True story, we had one jump in our engine one time. It was like that. You want to hear those high-pitched screams at Scoop's house. A bunch of manly firefighters. Yeah. And we're chasing this thing through the bay, and I swear to you, I always remember this. When we finally got it out, this little bastard did like a sprint, a 4.240 out the bay, got right out the bay, stopped and turned around and was like, "Fuck you." just gave that look.
Coming back for you.
Yeah, he stopped and turned his head back around. I'm like, no way.
I'm gonna remember your face.
He posted up on us, this little bastard.
I think rat is the best one.
Yeah, it's irrational because
I had one we got stuck in the dryer years ago. It was New Year's Eve, and I took the whole back of the dryer off. The damn thing was sitting there dead because I turned it on and cranked it, broke his neck. I wouldn't take it out. I called Chad. Because Chad grew up in Nebraska. I said, "Bro, I need you to come over and take this rat out of my dryer." I wouldn't get near it. Wouldn't get near it. It was New Year's Eve.
Faces of death, that rat. So I'm not over. I just turned it on.
And then I put it on YouTube.
New Year's Eve.
Bro, this thing is getting
grabbed it and he threw it in the trash can.
Let me count the ways this episode's getting copyright stricken. Because my goodness, we're checking all the boxes today. Where'd Scoop go?
I'm here.
All right.
What's the name of this damn thing?
I don't know.
Well, I've got 4 strong contenders, really.
What do we got?
Here we go.
Sipping on Nutella.
Okay.
Giggle. It's against the commandments. I Dutch ovened Taylor Swift. And the otter will rip your face off.
I was going to tell you, if it wasn't on there, we got to say the otter will rip your face off. It's between that and Taylor Swift for me. Those are two strong ones.
Taylor Swift one is really good.
What do you think, boys?
I like rearranging the words for the. I like a Taylor Swift Dutch oven.
Okay.
There
you go.
Are we gonna get stricken for that though?
Who cares?
Why would we get
for
stricken
Dutch
for
oven.
that?
The algorithm.
Does she have a
Taylor
song?
Swift.
Does she have a song called Dutch Oven?
Don't think so.
No, I think we're good then.
Spell Taylor. Spell Taylor different. Tailer.
No, he said no. You can't.
She's coming after
What are you
us?
talking about? Yeah.
Give
me
me
a
about
break.
us? What are you talking about?
I just didn't want to get copyright stricken.
Not getting.
You're not going to get copyright stricken because we
Best
mentioned
thing
your
that could
name.
happen to us would be Taylor Swift suing us.
Oh, God. Skyrocket.
Here's our
Downloads
bank
will
account.
Skyrocket.
Here's our
Meanwhile,
bank
she
account.
is
Taylor.
getting Dutch ovened by Travis Kelsey. You know that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Jason Kelsey's asking, bro. You ever Dutch oven her?
No,
Like, come on.
no. Wait a second.
And he goes no, and Jason says, "Can I?"
No. Travis Kelsey's Dutch ovening Taylor Swift while Jason Kelsey's in the closet with his chunky soup, just watching the whole thing.
I love voyeur. Okay.
Yeah. All day. Those bros are close. It's bros before hoes, bro.
All right. Do we have a Scoop? You around next week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I saw. Did you do the tweet about the golf trip? Like you already.
It was a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was actually for real.
Oh, I thought that was too. I thought.
So I was like, oh, dude, he's going on this golf trip next week.
For a golf trip.
That's right before the season. He does it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then we'll be back at it next week, and as always, go Canes.
Yo, Bange.
Chronic dick.